The next part of our traffic generation strategy is going to be paid traffic. This is one of the quickest ways to generate traffic, but it can also be one of the trickiest methods to work with if you don't know what you're doing. Paid traffic is like a traffic water faucet. You can turn it on, watch the traffic flow, and then turn it off, and then turn it back on again if you want. The best thing about paid traffic is that it lets you get instant market feedback for whatever it is that you're offering on the internet. With paid traffic, you could spend $25, $50, or $100 and drive a few thousand people to your website within a matter of hours, and sometimes even minutes, depending on how you set up your campaign. Another great thing about paid traffic is that it lets you scale up your business. If your website is making money from all the three methods that you're doing, sending paid traffic at it will probably make you even more profits and at a quicker rate. Here's how paid traffic works. As we already know, traffic is a precious commodity, essential to all business and websites online. Now, for one reason or another, some websites have attracted a massive amount of traffic to them. In order to monetize these massive levels of traffic, these websites offer other website owners the ability to pay for links on their website. These links, or paid ads as they are known, can generate a large number of unique visitors to any website. With paid traffic, there are several different models, and you may hear several acronyms thrown around. So, let's quickly go over some of them. Pay-per-click, or PPC. This is a form of paid traffic where you only pay when someone actually clicks on your link advertisement. For example, you could run ads all day on Google and not pay anything if nobody clicks them. However, every time somebody does click on your ad, your account will be charged for whatever the amount is you agreed to pay per click. Pay-per-view, or PPV. This form of paid traffic charges you for every page view. For instance, when someone visits a website and you have a PPV agreement with them, they will show their visitors your website for a brief time period and charge you for that page view. PPV traffic tends to be cheaper than PPC traffic because it is of lower quality. This is because the website selling the PPV traffic has to pop up or pop under your website on theirs, which can be intrusive to the browsing experience. Cost per thousand, or CPM. This is a form of paid traffic where you only pay a set amount for every 1,000 times your link advertisement is shown. This type of traffic is usually used for banner advertising. Cost per action, or CPA. This is a form of paid traffic where you only pay when the user has completed a specific action. For instance, you can only pay for everyone who submits an email address to your website, or you can only pay for your traffic when someone buys something. All of these methods vary in how you execute them. For the purpose of keeping you focused, we're going to be working solely with pay-per-click advertising with a small focus on banner advertising. So let's get started. With paid traffic, one of the very first things you need to do is find out who your audience is. If you're going to be running pay-per-click ads on a search engine, you can find your audience by figuring out what keywords people are typing into the search engines. The search engine will show your ad every time someone types in that specific keyword. If you go to be running pay-per-click ads on a social network like Facebook, you can find your audience by figuring out the demographics of people that are interested in what it is you are offering. Facebook provide you with a great suite of tools to help you find your audience on their website. If you're going to be running banner ads, you need to find the various websites that the people in your niche market are visiting. Then you can use a banner ad network or approach the website owners directly to set up a banner advertising deal. No matter which form you choose, make sure that you find your audience. This is a very crucial step, and you should never just go out and start blindly running ads without doing this important research. After that, it's time to. Creating your ad is the next part of the process. No matter what type of pay-per-click advertising you're using, your ad needs to be catchy, attention-grabbing, and promised some type of benefit, all within the span of just a few words. Here are some great tips you can use to make sure that you write effective ads. First thing you want to do is make sure your ad is very specific to the keyword that was typed into the search engine. You don't want to write a generic ad for all of your keywords. Instead, you want to group your ads by keyword and keep them tight and focused on whatever the keyword is. This will yield far better results than trying to create a one-size-fits-all ad. You should also try to include your unique selling proposition, or USP. The USP is a simple way of telling people how your business stands apart from the competition and the main benefit your product, website, or service provides. Here are some examples of USPs from popular companies that you may be familiar with. Oil of Olay, you get younger looking skin. FedEx, when your package absolutely has to be there overnight. Domino's Pizza, hot pizza delivered to your door in 30 minutes or less, or it's free. You should spend some time trying to figure out a phrase that encapsulates all of what you do in your business. The next thing you need to do is, when creating your ad, is make sure you include some type of call to action. You want to include a phrase that instructs the person reading your ad what to do next. It could be something as simple as click here, or you could even say something like visit the website right now for more info. Whatever it is, make sure that you give a clear and precise instruction about what they need to do next to move forward. Finally, be creative. Don't try to fit yourself inside of a single box with your ad writing. The more unique you are and the more your ad stands out, the more clicks it is going to generate. After you've created your ad, you need to use tracking and testing. Test several different versions of your ad where you make small changes to each version. You may find that changing just 1 or 2 words dramatically increases or reduces the amount of clicks you get on your ad. Also, constantly keep improving your ads. They can always be better. Now, let's cover the most popular paid traffic websites in a little bit more detail. Google AdWords is the gorilla of the paid-per-click marketing world. Google serves billions of clicks every day, and you're definitely going to want to get a piece of this pie. However, it can be tricky working with Google. You need to be aware of the strict rule set that they have for pay-per-click advertisers. There's a large list of things you can do and cannot do on their ad network. You can learn more about these rules by following this link. Google AdWords also uses a quality score system. This means that they rate ads based on how relevant they are to the search term and how many people are actually clicking on the ad. The higher the quality score, the more often the ad is shown on Google because they make more money. Working with Bing ads is a little simpler. Even though they use a similar system to Google, they are not as strict as Google is, but they do have a quality score system in place as well. So you just can't go running trash ads on their network. Bing ads also tend to be a little cheaper to run because their sites get less traffic than Google. Here's a link to get you started with them. You can also run ads on Facebook. Facebook traffic can be hit or miss, but if you have an offer that works with the social media crowd, that you can make a mint running ads there. Facebook has an extensive pay-per-click ad management tool, which lets you laser target the exact type of people you want seeing your ad. You can work with all different types of demographics, from age, location, interests, and many other things. They're definitely a paid traffic network worth taking a look at. Besides those, there are a lot of other smaller pay-per-click networks. They may not be as well known, but the traffic they can send over to you can be really high quality. They all emulate Google's AdWords system to some degree, but none of them are anywhere near strict as Google or even Bing, Yahoo. Here's a short list of the best smaller PPC networks to work with. 7search.com, Miva.com, that's MIVA.com, Looksmart.com, Clicksor.com, that's CLICKSOR.com, TribalFusion.com. No matter what network you choose to work with, you're going to have to bid on your pay-per-click ads against other advertisers. Ultimately, you want to pay the least amount of money for the most amount of traffic. And this can be easily accomplished by having high-quality ads coupled with a great bidding strategy. The way bidding works is like this. The person who is willing to pay the most for a click is going to get his ads shown the most often. However, since he's paying a lot per click, he is under tremendous pressure to make his website convert that paid money into actual profit. So a great bidding strategy balances the amount of times your ad is shown with how many times you're actually paying for clicks. First bidding strategy to use this to start with a high bid and slowly work your way down until traffic reaches an unacceptable level. Then raise your bid back up and keep it there. By starting with a high bid, you're going to generate a lot of traffic. And if you see it is not profitable, go ahead and ratchet down your bidding price until it does become profitable. If your bidding price reaches the point as to where your ads are no longer showing as often and you're still not making money, then you may want to consider reworking your offer or your ads to ensure profitability. The second bidding strategy you can use is to start with a low bid and slowly work your way up. This strategy is the exact opposite of the one mentioned above. With the low starting bid, you won't be driving as much traffic, but you also won't be spending as much per click. This is a great way to test a new offer. Using the strategy, you don't have to invest a whole bunch of money up front, and you can get results from a small test. If you see the traffic is making money, then you can raise your bids, begin getting more views on your ad. Either way, you're always going to be testing and tweaking your ads and trying to figure out the best amount of paid for your traffic. Banner advertising works a little differently than pay-per-click advertising. Usually, banners are sold on a CPM or cost per thousand basis, with M representing the Roman numeral for 1,000. This means you pay for every 1,000 times that your banner is shown. In order to create a good banner ad, you should definitely use the same ad writing strategies that you did with pay-per-click ads, except translate them over to image form. Here is a list of the best banner ad networks to use: adbright.com, buyselads.com, Puxee, that's Puxee.com, cpxinteractive.com, buyads.com. One of the most effective forms of paid marketing is pay-per-view marketing, PPV, also known as cost per view or CPV. PPV are an effective paid traffic method because they allow you to target your customers with laser-like accuracy. CPV advertisers let you bid on specific URL keyword and query targets so that you can only get your ads in front of those customers you are really looking for. When you open up an account on any of the many PPV networks and start bidding on keywords or domain URLs that are related to your niches, whenever a user does a search for a keyword or visits a domain that you bid on, your advertisement will automatically pop up or pop under the user's browser window. For example, assume you work in the auto insurance niche and you have bid on the URLs for all the major car insurance companies. Whenever users install the adware search for any of those businesses, your niche-specific advertisement will appear on their screen. This is doubly potent because your ad is literally right in front of their eyes, and also because the user obviously is already in the market for products related to that particular niche. Another benefit of PPV is that they are incredibly affordable. Typically, you can bid as little as 0.001 per keyword or other target. Because they are so highly targeted, you can more than recover your costs. Plus, once you bid on your target keywords, once users visit any new website that is created that includes these keywords, your ads to appear. That makes PPV traffic one of the least expensive and most abundant paid traffic options for your marketing campaign. Not all prospective customers are going to be willing to opt in to your PPV adware, but those that do are more likely to be interested in your offers, and you typically will experience a higher conversion rate than you would with other marketing platforms. An effective way to increase opt-ins is to include trust badges onto your website, opt-in page, or wherever you're making your offer. Trust badges tell the customer that your business has passed a variety of requirements and is a safe website to use. I recommend looking into McAfee or TrustGuard badges. No matter what form of paid traffic you use, you want to make sure that you're careful to track and test everything. You're not playing with fake money here. And if you're not careful, you can spend a ton of money very quickly and dig a hole for yourself. But don't let that word of caution turn you away from using this amazing traffic source. The key measurement with PPV marketing is earnings per view, or EPV. This tells you how much revenue you earn for every impression you purchase. So the formula to determine profit or loss is EPV minus PPV equals profit per view. So, for example, if you bid 10,000 impressions for 0.01 per impression for the keywords dog obedience, then you need to earn at least $100 from that campaign, 10,000 times 0.01, in order to break even. Standard keyword research techniques can easily identify which keywords within your niche have the most customers and the least competition. To identify which URLs related to your niche that you should bid on, start by visiting the website quantcast.com. This is a free site that lists 1 million of the most visited websites on the internet, ranked in order of traffic. You can sort results by industry, keyword, and even minimum traffic levels. Quantcast also provides demographic information on the people who typically use the various websites, breaking down such things as age, race, education level, number of children, and even annual income. This type of information is gold when it comes to tailoring your campaigns toward highly targeted audience. Obviously, if you want your pop-ups to appear on the top websites, such as Facebook or Google, you're going to have to bid much higher. These types of super popular sites can quickly eat up your marketing budget, leaving you with a higher cost per impression and typically a lower conversion rate. A better plan is to identify URLs that are popular but that other marketers aren't bidding on. Quantcast can help with this because the site provides you with a list of related websites to the domain that you are researching. Some of the biggest and most popular PPV networks are Add-On Network, probably the least expensive PPV traffic network. It offers keyword pricing for as little as 0.005 per impression, so your budget can go a long way with this network. It requires a minimum $25 deposit to get started and a minimum budget of $25 per day for campaigns. Media Traffic is one of the oldest and most well-established PPV networks. Media Traffic operates in many countries all over the globe. The minimum bid is 0.015 and a $250 minimum deposit is required to get started. TrafficVance. This is one of the best converting PPV networks because they are continually growing their user base. TrafficVance is also one of the most exclusive PPV networks, requiring a referral from an existing network to get in. Try asking for help on Wire Forum. The network also requires a $1,000 minimum deposit. Direct CPV. One of the newer PPV networks, Direct CPV is quickly establishing itself as a major player in the platform. At 0.015, their minimum bid is affordable. The minimum deposit is $100. Lead Impact. Formerly known as Zango, Lead Impact boasts one of the largest user bases with more than 20 million members. Minimum bids start at 0.01 and can run up to 0.045, depending on the type of offer you're promoting. There is a $200 minimum deposit required. Now, let's move on to our final traffic generation method.